Oblayo na bem. Oh, show. Well, hello there. Welcome once more to Concho's Kitchen. And if this is your first time stopping by, I would like to say a very warm akwaaba to you. Today I'm going to be having oblayo for breakfast. Oblayo is made from corn. In my secondary school, which is Archbishop Porter Girls, we used to call it rocks. It is like little gravels or pebbles actually, but we call it rocks. I know some schools called it capital letters. Let me know in the comment section what you called it, but it's very nutritious and delicious, and that was my favorite breakfast back in secondary school. Well, I made it at home today and quite simple. I thought to share with you. I hope you enjoy it. So your corn grate comes very dry, and for you to be able to cook it quick, you want to just soak it overnight. So I've poured my corn in here. I'm going to add some water. And I like to rinse it first. So I'm going to go ahead and rinse it. You see all the residue come on the surface and everything. So you want to just get that water out and add more water to it. Now I'm going to go ahead and pour my water over the rinsed corn. It is going to swell. So you want the water to be like about this level so that when it swells and comes up, there's still more water over it to enable everything to soak. I'm going to leave this overnight, and first thing in the morning we'll come back and boil this. And I almost forgot to show you how it comes like. This is the package that I bought from the African market. This is not sponsored, just showing you. You can find similar in the Asian supermarket. You can find it in Walmart and everything else because most Hispanics use this as well. So it is just corn that is cracked, and it's absolutely delicious. So you want to try it. So next morning you can see that corn has swollen. It has risen up a little bit higher in the bowl, and it is a little bit soft to the touch. Now I'm going to rinse it one more time, and then we'll cook it. So I'm just going to rinse it one time. Remember, I rinsed it before soaking it last night. So I'm going to pour it right here into my pot. Add some water. Enough to cover it like this. That's about 4 cups of water. Stir. I'm going to cover and bring to a boil. I've added about 3 more cups of water, and I'm going to let it cook. If it should need some more water, I will do that. It's getting softer. I've added another about 3 cups of boiling water, and I'm going to let that cook down. Hopefully that's the last bit of water I'll add. It is quite soft now, almost there. I'm going to add some salt now. This way the salt gets a chance to get to everything. This is a corn dish. Corn takes a lot of salt. So you're going to add a lot of salt. I mean, good amount of salt, just like you would with porridge or banku. I've added about a teaspoon, or maybe just a little over that, and I'm going to let it simmer down. Whilst I'm at it, I'm going to add just a little bit more water. So just a little bit more hot water. I don't know if you've observed how much every time I uncover, it is just filling up the bowl. The water is getting quite creamy at this point, and this is how you want it to be. I'm going to let this cook for about 20 extra minutes, and then I'm going to take part of this and blend it to give it that creamy texture, and let it simmer down, and it's going to be ready. Truly, this is a meal that you need to have lots and lots of time before you cook. It's cooked for about 1 hour and 50 minutes now. It is pretty soft. As you can see, it has really doubled up in quantity. It has, just because the grains have swollen, picked up all that water and just become larger than it was when we started off. I'm just going to scoop a little bit, about maybe a fifth of this, and blend, and that is what is going to bring that creaminess to our oblayo or our rocks. So I'm going to be scooping about, let's say, a fifth into my blender. I could actually use my immersion blender so I don't have to do the work of cleaning the blender, but I know I'm going to get questions like, how much did you blend, in the comment section. So this makes it easy, so everybody has an idea how much I blended. So I'll say about 3 cups. I'm going to add a little bit of the juice here, and then add an extra cup of water here, and blend. I'm going to rinse the blender and add that in here as well. That much desired creaminess has been reached, and I'm going to let this just simmer for about 15 more minutes, and our oblayo is going to be ready. I have 1/3 cup of sugar. I'm going to put that in here. Typically, you want to put some sugar in here on the stove, especially if you're making it at home. You just want to add sugar whilst it's still cooking, if you can. That is the plus of having it homemade. That way, it's not just the cream or liquid that is going to be sweet, but the granules or the grains itself, the rocks themselves, will have that sugar. So I'm going to let this simmer down for about 15 minutes, thicken up, and our rocks will be ready. Not overly sweet, but sweet enough that if you don't want too much sugar, it's gonna be okay. And whoever wants a little bit extra could always add some on the table. Oblayo na bem. Oh, show. Just look. Thickness, check. Softness and tenderness, check. Creaminess, you got it, baby. And breakfast, which at this point is more like brunch, is ready. And at this point, we can say we're about to go eat.
Delicious. Delicious. Delicious.
And I got myself transported right back to secondary school. Oh boy. Oblayo without granuts is not something I can conceive. I always, even in secondary school, if it meant buying it, I would buy it. And there, just like it should be. A little bit of bread always goes so good with it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this recipe. I hope you give it a try. Remember, you need quite a little bit of time, so this is a typical weekend meal, and hopefully you and yours enjoy it. Thanks so much for watching. Kindly give me a thumbs up and share. And until I come your way next time with something delicious, be loving, be kind, be happy.